I'm back. Always realize there's so many ways to get the weight off, but you just have to really want it. It's not an easy journey, and it's a journey you take for the rest of your life. And if you could do that, it works. And I've been very fortunate. I've played a lot of enemies along the way, but it's just par for the course. It's in any life, you know. You just have to realize that, hey, I'm number one, and this is how it's going to be. And that's what I've done with my life, you know. That's how I've done it. This is a great stew. We got to add 2 more potatoes and some spinach. And then we'll get our chicken out. Okay. Also, too, with the deadlifting, though, that's what the reason I don't have any excess skin is mostly because from the deadlifting. I do a lot of deadlifting. That's why I'm so solid in squats. I got a 125 squat this week. I was able to do 3 reps, 1 rep, you know, and like 1 rep, take a break, another rep, take a break. And then this week I had to do as many reps as I could with 95 pounds. I got 12 and I got to 13. And he's like, you got 1 more in the tank, you got 1 more tank. I got down, I couldn't get up, and I got stuck on the I bailed on the safety rack. I just couldn't get back up. My legs are like, Elvira, you're done. And that's what happened. Be changing pants. I think all right. And that's what I do. I like my workouts because they're fun. I mean, my trainers are good to me. It's just a unique feeling. I mean, I guess for me, just being a unique feeling because I've gotten so far, you know, I mean, and stuff. And I love it. I love who I am today. I love this body, you know, I love being so pretty. It's just great. It's an awesome feeling. We might be getting a bigger pan. Because there's just no way it's going to fit. This isn't the first time Elvira pulled a stunt. I wrote the book. There's no way. This thing's huge. I pulled a dumb mistake. I always get told I wrote the book is stupid. Okay. Alright. This thing is huge. I didn't realize I had so much in there. So. The one thing about spinach, if you don't want to cut it up, you don't have to, because fresh spinach cooks down to nothing. And I learned, it took me a while to figure this out. When I first started, I drank. I did eat the whole time like I should have, always right. I couldn't get the weight off. That's why it took me 6 years. And then I finally, in the last 3 years, I have literally learned I have to eat this way for the rest of my life, even on the weekends. Okay? Now this is the container I got that in. I just fill this up with water because you are going to thicken it later with the stew. You are going to thicken this, but I got to... because I got a lot of seasonings that I do. I use my homemade broth, and I'll tell you why. I use homemade broth and stuff because I have watched the sodium, and the way that I make my broth is less than 50 grams of sodium for each container. And it's only got 100 calories, no carbs, no fats, no proteins, okay? And that's why I do it that way. I gotta get the chicken out. And I've done that for a reason, because I've always had issues with sodium. It blows my feet. Let's see this here. It actually blows my feet up. My feet swell up from the sodium. So I have to be very careful on that. And I try not to eat a lot of sodium stuff, so that's why I don't. I'll wash the chicken here real quick. So, and that's another thing too. Once you realize that you have to do this, then it's easy to figure out, okay? It's not that hard. You realize, well, geez, you know what? I have to live this way. And that's what you do. And stuff. You're always going to find people that are jealous of you, no matter what. Okay, when I was fat, people made fun of me. Well, now it's worse because I'm pretty. And I was pretty before, but now I'm gorgeous. And I'm every man's desire. And it's like Queen Elvira. Yeah. Queen Elvira is just gorgeous. And people don't like that, you know? They like to bash, bash, bash because if they have a miserable life, they want you to be miserable. Well, that ain't how I work, honey. And I won't, you know? And stuff. But that's just what it is. It's sometimes you gotta just realize, step back and realize, you know what? I have to do this. This is my life, you know? So. And I cut these up. Just like that. Make sure you cut that. I hate when they do that, and when they do that, they don't take all the skin off. And once you learn how to, you know, do things in your fitness journey, it's a great journey. It's a fun journey, because then when you work out every week, you have fun. And that's what you want. You want to have fun. You know, you want it to be fun. Sometimes I don't like, you know, what I have to do, but I have to do it anyways. Just like Thursday, one of my trainers wasn't there, and I had to do circuit by myself, and I had to pay for the day, which I did. And this was hilarious. Somebody says, well, you can slack off. You kidding? I did that once, and then the following week I got yelled at because I couldn't get a good time. And he's like, you didn't do your test the way that I did when he wasn't here. That's true. I sort of slacked off. I don't do that anymore because everybody looks up to me in the gym, and they will squeal in a heartbeat. Suckers will squeal. Okay. Add our seasonings. You're going to start like with 1 teaspoon of each, and then you're just going to season to taste because you do have to add extra seasonings and stuff. And here's what I've learned. When you season to taste, it always tastes better because each person's taste bud is different. And that's what it's about. You know, you eat whatever your taste bud is. You might not like, I know when I have a recipe, there's certain seasonings I don't like, and there are certain seasonings I won't use. I hate that skin. I didn't realize. I haven't had a stew in a long time. It's like, okay, we have to have stew. Don't cut your fingers because Elvira's cut her fingers many a times. Mix this up. Then we'll go over and add on the seasonings. This is going to be a really big pot of stew. Alright. Move you over here to this stand. And hold your head high because when people make fun of me, I just tell them where to go, honey. Don't worry about what other people think. Worry about yourself because you know what? Your self-worth is all that really matters. So you're going to use 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I'll just show you. Then, teaspoon of basil, teaspoon of garlic powder, tarragon. Doing that. Cumin, sea salt, and lemon. Okay. Seasoned salt. Poppy seed. Italian seasoning. Caraway. Now caraway, I say a teaspoon, but I use more than that. But again, you got to realize I'm from my family's from Czechoslovakia, so we use a lot of caraway and garlic and stuff like that. Onion powder. You can throw 1 bay leaf in here. Pepper. Rosemary. Marjoram. again, I use more, but I tell people you teaspoon, but for me, I use more, and again, it comes because of my nationality. Mix it up here and show you what it looks like, and we're going to leave it cook. And then we'll make it thick. Once we come back, I'll show you how to thicken it. Alright, I'll show you here. We're going to leave it cook now for about 35-40 minutes, and I'll be back with the calorie count. I'll show you how I thicken it, and then how many servings it makes. God bless everybody. Remember to realize that you're number one. Don't ever settle for a second best. Don't put yourself second best, and don't settle for second best. Always realize and hold your head high. When you walk in somewhere, hold your head high, regardless if you're heavy. I used to, but I knew when I was getting sick and I was getting too heavy, people looked at me sort of strange and stuff. Where I'm at today is a better place in my life and a better journey. I have so much self-confidence, so much self-worth, and I feel so good about myself. That's what counts. God bless everybody. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll be back soon. Bye.